Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here. So in today's video, I'll give you guys another Washington Commanders cap space update, especially after they just released Charles Leno, Logan Thomas, and Nick Gates, and right before free agency starts in about 10 days or so. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, that notification bell as well, so you never miss a video. Alright, so I made a cap space video about like 9 or 10 days or so, and a lot has changed because the Commanders released 3 players, so that dramatically changed how much cap space they have. And we're about, I guess, 1 week away from free agency. After I made the intro, I looked it up, and next Monday is when things start. So I'm going to really start to ramp up free agency videos and stuff like that. I really have been slacking, and I'm sorry for that. We'll get these ramped up and rumors and stuff like that. So expect more than 1 video a day, hopefully, the next week or so, or at least some days I'll get a couple of videos out. Sorry for yapping a little bit there. But they released Charles Leno, talked about that in a full video. Logan Thomas, didn't talk about that, but that was expected. And then Nick Gates, which was out of the 3, maybe the most surprising, even though he's not great. It's just that they really didn't save much money doing that. They saved $333,000. So that's how much they just really didn't like him or didn't want him here, is that they're still going to have to pay him like $2 million or this year, something like that, and $6 million in dead money. And they're only saving $333,000, but they're like, I'd rather have $333,000 than Nick Gates playing for us this year. So, hey, it is what it is. It was a bad contract last year. I said it when it happened. Did not like the deal. The player, okay, if we would have signed him for a couple mil, that would have been fine. But whatever we paid him was like $4 or $5 million a year, 6. Like, that's ridiculous for the type of player Nick Gates is. And then Logan Thomas makes complete sense. And then Charles Leno, I don't know. I was a little surprised. I don't think it's a bad move, but I wouldn't have, minded. I wouldn't have been mad if we kept Leno or restructured the deal a little bit. But let's go over some of the cap savings. So his number was supposed to be 15 or slated to be 15.53, and it saves about $7.28 million in cap space, and there's going to be around $8.25 million in dead money. So let's look at, and great, we got an ad there. Let's look at the cap situation here for the Washington Commanders. So right now, according to Over the Cap, they have $91.5 million in cap space. I believe that is second in the whole NFL because the Patriots released J.C. Jackson, which got him a lot of money. But still, we're in a very good situation here. I mean, you look at our top guys that are getting paid. Terry, Deron Payne, John Allen, and then after that you got Andrew Wiley. I guess we even have more than 91.5, but they still got Nick Gates here on the roster. Again, that's not going to save us a lot of money. It's going to save us $333. Maybe if we cut someone post June 1st, maybe we'll cut Nick Gates post June 1st, and it'll save us a couple $1 million. It's not going to matter a ton because we have so much cap space, but maybe they want to do that. And then just looking at the other cap numbers, we got Jamin Davis at 4. Like, a lot of these guys, like, it's crazy how low. Like, we just don't have that many guys tied up for a while besides Terry, Deron, and Jonathan. Those are the only guys we have a lot of money tied up to. And even Jonathan Allen, he has 0 guaranteed money. So if we cut him, which obviously we wouldn't do, but if we cut him, like, we would only have a $6 million, dead money hit, which is not a lot. Wiley's 5, so it's not even like we have so much money right now in a Jonathan Allen. We're paying him a decent amount, but if we wanted to get out of the deal, we would be able to get out of the deal. If we wanted to trade Allen, it would be a $12 million, a dead cap hit. If we wanted to trade him after June 1st, it would be 6. So just looking at different options there. I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but it's very interesting to see the Commanders' cap space situation right now. They don't have a lot of money towards a lot of big name guys because we don't have a lot of big name guys, and some of the guys that are going to be coming up for contracts, maybe we have to pay, like Sam Cosmi, but he's really like the only one. You look at it, like, we just don't have a lot of building blocks, and it sucks, but that's the reality situation, and that's why Ron Rivera lost his job, and some of these other guys lost their job because we haven't been able to draft good guys or develop, or combination of both. So we have Terry, Deron, and Jonathan Allen. Those are really our building blocks. And we have some other guys that are, question marks as well. I mean, I guess Sam Cosmi, you can throw him in that mix as well. And then after that, you got question marks in terms of, okay, what is Forbes going to do? What is Jahan going to do? First round pick. Brian Robinson's solid, but like he's not an elite running back, but he's a good running back. But if you're a good running back, you're not a building block. Maybe Ricky Stromberg, we'll see how he does. KJ Henry. It's just looking at the roster, it's not very inspiring. So this offseason, I honestly would like Adam Peters and company maybe sign one big name guy in free agency and then one mid to high tier guy, and then sign like 4 or 5 like boomer bust type guys that have the potential to be studs or really good players in this league. And guess what? If they end up hitting, either one or two things happen. Well, first, you got a good year of play from that guy for a full year for relatively cheap. So that's one good thing there. But two, you can either re-sign him and hey, you just got a good player, or you can let him go, he'll get paid, and you'll get a comp pick. So either way, it's a good deal if it's a boomer bust. And if it doesn't work out, well, great, whatever. You paid $2 million for a guy and it didn't work out. It's not the end of the world. So I would do that for a lot of boomer bust guys, 1-year deals, turn those 1-year deals into comp picks for those players the next year or into key players, your key parts of the team. And I kind of liked what Ron Rivera did his first year here. What did he do? He signed one kind of big name guy in what was it, Kendall Fuller, and he ended up being really good for us for the last 3 years under Ron Rivera, or 4 years, sorry, the last 4 years under Ron Rivera. And then we signed J.D. McKissick. That was a good deal. Logan Thomas, that was a good deal. Ronald Darby, that was a good deal. And some of those guys stayed for a while, and some of those guys didn't. Ronald Darby didn't, but it was a good 1-year prove-it deal for a guy who was kind of struggling a little bit. So that's kind of what I would like to do. And the cap hits will be a little bit higher since it's just a 1-year deal and you can't really spread the money around. But again, you'll be able to get some boomer bust type players. Maybe you get comp picks. And I really like teams that use the comp method formula of, okay, let's trade for a guy, and if he works out here and we can get a long-term deal, that's great. If not, he'll leave and we'll get a comp pick. Like if Chase Young leaves the 49ers, they'll get a comp pick, and they gave up a 3rd round pick for him. They'll get a 3rd round pick back or 4th round pick back. So it really evens out. I like that formula. The Eagles do the same thing, and it gives you a lot of draft picks to work with in the middle rounds. And if you have a guy that's good at drafting, like hopefully Adam Peters is, then you will be a contender if you're able to build that way. So that's kind of my, hopefully that's what they do. That's my philosophy for them, or I hope that's the philosophy that they use, because that's my preferred option. But yeah, cap space, $91.5 million in cap space. Don't see it going up too much, depending on what the designations are on the Leno, Gates, and Logan Thomas releases. That could fluctuate the cap number by a little bit, but I think they'll have a lot of cap room even after free agency is over. I don't think they're going to go crazy. Adam Peters has talked about it. Maybe one big name guy and then a couple mid-tier guys, and then after that, fill out the roster. I'm sure he'll try to bring in a guy or two from San Francisco that he liked, or a guy from Dallas like Armstrong, Deend. Like they're going to, try to bring guys that they're familiar with. And I'm excited to see what Adam Peters does in his first offseason, because he has a lot of ammunition, $90+ million in cap space, the number 2 overall pick, 2 second-round picks, 2 third-round picks. He's got everything he needs to make this work. Let's see what he does. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace.